to do anything with you, Missy.
All right, we're both upside down. Or not upside down, we're sideways.
Why? So now what do we got to do? Turn it?
Is there any way you can turn yours?
You can't see me right now, right? Now I'm upside down. What the heck is this?
Tell him don't laugh at us.
He is laughing at us because he thinks it's funny. And we're having problems.
It's probably. Do you?
Hey, honey, I need your help again, please.
Do you have anything that you can hang your put your phone on?
Well, I need him to stretch this out so I can fasten it in the cradle. I need to pull it apart so I can put this in because apparently it's not going to, is it?
Nope.
Okay.
That's all it
That's
can.
as far as it'll go?
Yeah, I can't.
1 minute. Well.
Here.
Oh, this. Okay, let's try that. Wait, hold it back open again, baby. I'm sorry, let me get it in here, Mike. So we're not on them buttons.
Yes,
Oh, this is hilarious.
Difficulties are always so much fun.
Especially when
so right now, so we're doing good with that. So
yeah.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. This is too funny. Now see, I'm too far away where you can't see my
Yeah, I don't see your machine. And there's a delay between me and you, looks like.
What? There's a delay?
Yeah.
Hold on. What are we up to tonight?
Yeah, they'll be like, what are they doing?
Yeah, well, we've already been asked. What are we up to tonight, Katie?
Oh, hi. We're trying to figure out the video situation. I tried to do it with my laptop, but it won't let me do the live on the laptop. So
And it won't let Zoom. So
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
No, I'm asking if the person Iris, can you hear me? Wait, hang on a second. You said you can hear me, but why can't they hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, she said she can hear us loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure. All right. We're trying to figure this out, you guys. We tried to, we were going to record a Zoom for the Moda Blockheads, which she'll explain also, but we're having issues. So we thought, why not just go live and see what happens? Hi. We lost our mind tonight, you guys.
Well, in order to have a mind to lose, you have to have one.
I'm good, Irish. How about yourself?
Hi, Barb.
Hi, Mary. Hello. I remembered her name. I'm really bad with people's names.
Okay, so let's officially say what's going on. So tonight, Katie and I are working on our Moda Blockheads number 5. We're working on 3. So let me tell you why we're on week number 3, not week 1 or 2. So we did the bonus block. That was the first video that we made, and it's on Katie's channel, the Greenland Quilter. So go over there and check it out there. Super awesome video. We made our. Do you have your bonus?
Yeah, let me get them.
So here's mine, how I had made it. And this fabric had come from my friend Nancy. So she sent me some Happy Mail, and so that's what I used for my bonus block. So that one won't go. And there's Katie's. Yep, you're a Florida girl like me. I think I'm in Alabama, so it's like what, almost 9:30.
I'm a Florida girl. I just don't live in Florida anymore.
So thank you. So we went ahead and did. We went ahead and did the bonus blocks, but being from Florida, she was here for a little over 2 weeks. So when she's here, to be honest with you, it's all about time with her, family time. That's my priority is with my daughter, time with my husband, because she had just graduated from college last month, and she started her new job yesterday. So super excited. Um, we just we were while my daughter was in town. So instead of going back and behind, we went ahead and worked on. We're working on block number 3, and we'll just do block number 1 and block number 2 in our own time and show it to you on the next video. So
How do I take the chat off the phone? You know, I can see the text going over the top of the video.
I don't know how to do that because I don't.
Okay. Because I'm using my laptop too, so I don't know. Let's just go. Let's get this done.
So anyway, so I'm gonna have you in a minute, but I just want to show you this is the block that we're working on tonight. Block number 3, it's Stellar Elegance by Brigitte of Zen Chic. So that's the one that we're working on tonight. So anyway, so we tried to do it live, couldn't figure it out on my end, and Katie has not gone live yet. So we're like, you know what? The first time I went live, I ripped off that band-aid. So here we are. So want to go ahead and look at Katie and have your minute to chit chat with everybody, and I'll look at the comments while you're chit chatting.
Okay. Hi, everybody. This is my first time going live, so we're winging it tonight. We were trying to make a new Moda Blockheads recording so that y'all could see us do block 4, and we were having technical problems. So like she said, we decided to just let's try it live. So here we are, and we're still having some technology problems, but from what I can see, you can see us. So if you don't see me looking at the camera, it's because I'm on my phone because I haven't figured out how to make this work with my laptop. So I don't know if I have to download a YouTube app for my laptop or what I got to do.
Well, I'm sure we probably got some friends on here that can help us, and
Yeah, because I have no idea. So hi, everybody.
So what you want to tell us? You want to tell everybody what fabric you're using for your block, and then I'll tell everybody about mine.
Okay, so basically I'm, as always, using batiks. So let me show you the colors I'm using. I'm using like a maroon color, a turquoise, a purple, pink, and for the background I'm using a dark blue. So those are the colors that I'll be using on mine.
I love it. And what we did, we'll go ahead and be honest with you, we were working on part of the block just because I'll go ahead and tell you, I've never done foundation paper piecing. Have you before? Katie's been my secret weapon tonight. She has a wonderful guys. So much that you do and helping me out. So this one you can get the traditional block for blockheads number 5. You can do, or you can do the foundation paper piece like what we're doing tonight. But
yeah, the number 4 block is this paper piecing. But if you don't do paper piecing, there is an alternative block. And after we go off tomorrow morning, I'll make sure that I post a link for the alternative should you decide you want to try out the Moda Blockheads.
That sounds good. So Katie's going to give us some information on that. And we were talking earlier too. We do quilter, content creator community that does foundation paper piecing a lot better than what I certainly can. So this is definitely not a tutorial video. This is just us putting it together, and then we'll share with you some people that we know that do very well with foundation paper piecing.
Yeah, I can suggest let's see, Yvette of the Yvette Renee channel. She teaches, as well as I believe she has some tutorials you can follow for paper piecing. Ian of the Off Kilter Crafter also does paper piecing, and Donna of Handmade by Ying also does paper piecing.
Very good. So there's my audio is dropping out, and it's because of the way I have my phone. I don't know how to fix it to where my audio's in and out because my speaker is on the bottom of my phone.
Do you have Bluetooth earbuds?
Yes.
I wonder if that wouldn't help with the problem, but I'm not sure.
Might.
Does anybody have a suggestion?
I didn't think about that. Hold on. Let me see.
So we're this is the first time I'm doing it. So please, I'm sorry. We're trying.
Let me go see if I can find where buds. Go ahead and chit chat.
Okay. So since like she said, I've been helping her today. So we've made a couple of the portions that are going to be sewn together in the center so that we do the whole block. So I can show you what I've got done, and then what I'm going to do while see if she can fix it. This is one portion of the first corner. And this is this other portion, and I'll sew them together. They're going to be like this is how they're going to look together when I sew that center seam. So if you give me a minute, I'll sew it together. Hi, Katie. Hi, Pam. Hi, Naomi. Or no, oh, I said that wrong. Sorry. No. How do you pronounce your name?
I think that would be.
Is that Noemi? Or is that mispronounced too?
Well, I misplaced my earbuds.
Okay, we're just gonna have to go with it, and everybody's just gonna have to forgive us today. Oh, it's Esau. Okay. How's everybody today?
I found my earbuds. Does that help? Pam, can you tell me if that, can you hear me better?
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
It might be just our phones causing that feedback.
Yeah, it could be.
That's better. You're not breaking up like you were. Am I breaking up?
No, you're not. It's know me. I love
Know
that.
me.
So just say
Okay.
know me.
Nice. Thank you for telling us that. That helps a lot.
So we're so glad all of you are here. We were like, it's 9 o'clock at night or after 9 o'clock. We don't know who's going to be on. We'll just go ahead, like I said, rip the Band-Aid off and go for it. So I didn't get to share with y'all what fabric I'm using. I'm using Wild Meadow Sweetfire Road by Moda Fabrics. And this fat quarter collection I got from my bestest sister-in-law ever, Stephanie. And she had gotten it for me, and it's been sitting on my file cabinet for like a year now. And I know she knows that I was going to do something special with it. I just didn't know what. So these are the 3 fabric choices that I chose.
Your fabric colors are nice. I like them.
Well, it's got purples in it, so I love it.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Deb. And there's the purple. And this one's my absolute favorite.
Yeah, that one's pretty.
So that's the 3 that I chose for this block. You can do like 5 colors or 4 colors. I chose 3 just because I was doing paper piecing and I didn't really know what I was doing.
Also, so we mention it, if you over on Facebook, there's Moda Blockheads group, and you can join the Moda Blockheads group, and that's where you'll find these patterns as well. Or go to the Moda Block, or wait, I'll have to find the link for the Moda Blockheads. It's online on their Moda site.
Okay. And we can update the description in the video. We can do that after it posts and onto YouTube, and we can go back and fix that. Hi, Pegs. Hi, Deb. Have we said hi to everybody? I hope we have. I hope we haven't missed anybody. So
Well, I'm
glad
glad you
you're here.
come to watch us, Nomi. I understand about the football thing. We're winging it tonight, so you know.
You hear
How
what
does
she said? She said fabric is so much better.
Yeah, I agree with her. I'm going to go ahead and sew that center seam together that I had to rip out,
Okay.
and we'll see what happens.
So Katy helped me with the paper piecing, so I do want to share some of the things that she has taught me. So when I printed out the pattern, they had, so you can, for these blocks, you can do the 12, is it 12 and a half or 12?
It's 12 and a half and 6 and a half.
Okay. Pegs, hi! I asked my hubby, I was like, wait a minute, how does Donald, what? I said, is that my sister-in-law? So Pegs is my sister-in-law too. Hi! I didn't realize that it was you, so I'm so glad you're here. I printed out the pattern, and it's got the 6-inch and the 12-inch, and you can choose whichever one you want to do. But I took my crayons and colored what I needed for my colors. I did them on the back and the front. So those are just some little tricks that you taught me.
Yeah, also you see how we got lines on the back? That's to help her, because she's never done it, and this is something I do. I like to, you have, this is the front, and then what I do is I fold it, and then I put a line on the inside, so when I'm lining the fabric up on the back side, I can accomplish the 1/4 inch seam allowance pretty close. And then when you're sewing on the front, you know you got your fabric placed in the right way. Did that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Does it make sense to everybody else? Because I didn't know what I was doing, and Katie's a wonderful teacher, and she taught me everything that I needed to know.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. So, y'all, Crystal Hart has her own channel. She is absolutely an amazing, wonderful friend. She's out in Texas. Go check her out. If you just click on her name, it should take you to her channel. But she goes live on Friday nights also. So she'll be live tomorrow night. So real good sweetheart. So check her out.
Friday night seems to be the night for all kinds of lives.
Oh, yeah. And then our good friend Becca goes live on Friday nights too. So Becca, she is absolutely amazing. My sister-in-law Stephanie and I, we used to watch her all the time on Friday nights when the girls were a little bit younger. But now that they're older, it's just kind of hard to dedicate that time to watch Becca on her end. So I go back and forth between Crystal and Becca. I have 2 going at the same time. So that I can
I've done that before.
listen to both of my
at the
friends.
same time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to be able to support both of them, you know.
Yep.
It's important to me.
Do you hear Nora?
I do.
Do you hear what she's doing?
What is she doing?
She's like please pay attention to me. You're ignoring
Is
me.
that what it is? That what it is? She thinks
That's
you're
what
ignoring her.
That's what she's talking about. Because she's
Aw.
being ignored. See, you don't hear that when you're using Zoom because you can block that noise out.
That's okay.
Sorry, guys.
So so let's talk about that. Who knows how to do foundation paper piecing?
Yeah, I'd like to know how many of you do know how to do it.
You get to raise your hand, Katie.
I'm a beginner, but you know, I don't know everything yet.
Aw. Well, you've taught me a lot. That's for sure.
I get the concept, you know, as far as what you're supposed to be doing. It's just, you know, there's probably a more productive way of doing it, but it's. Let me see if I can. Come here, Nora. Come here. This is Nora.
Hi, Nora. So see, Nancy, my friend Nancy, she's got one too, and that looks just like Sadie. Aww.
This is the one that she's so vocal. She's been vocal from the time she was born.
I love dogs.
Yeah, me too.
I love all animals. They are family.
Yep. I can't live without a dog. I can live without everything else, but I can't live without her.
If we had it our way, we'd have a house full of dogs.
Yep. Hey, we got a good angle of her with the phone. That's the first time I've been able to, because you can't really see her when we use a laptop.
I know. That was perfect. Are you working on your next pieces?
Yes. I'm trying to fix the one that I'm having trouble with.
Oh, and somebody else who has a channel too is Pam with the Empty Nest Crafter. She does a lot of embroidery, and so if you click on her name, you can go over her channel and check her out too. She's another awesome dear friend.
You know everybody, don't you?
No.
I mean, you just shared 2 people. I don't even know who they are.
Well, you got to learn 2 new people tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I have said it millions of times, and I'll say it again. I love our quilting community. We have so many wonderful people, you know, content creators and listen to her, and also
I hear you.
you know, our community of people as well. Absolutely. Just
Pam says, don't let Sean see that I've got Nora. He'll want to come and dog nap her. You'll have to come all the way to Greenland to do that.
Dog? I didn't see a dog. Did y'all see a dog on
No?
YouTube? Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. Nope.
Hey, honey.
Hi, Russ. Oh, so another friend. Here's another one to add to it, Katie, is Quilt Meets World is Russ. He is amazing. He's another male content creator. So please go check out his channel too. Russ is a good guy. So Russ, I've been so busy. I don't know. Did you finally get your AC fixed? Russ took a lot of the summer heat without an AC. That was no
I can't even imagine dealing with the heat without an air conditioner. Even when I lived in Florida,
yeah,
I could not deal with summer months without an air conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
Too humid, too hot.
Yeah.
I think she needed to go outside.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Russ. So his AC got fixed. That was a month and a half ago. That tells you how busy I've been. And then he said then the kitty got passed away a few days after that, and then you got sick. I'm sorry, Russ. You've had it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. losing a pet is like losing a family member.
Yeah, it's because they are family.
Yep, they sure are.
They just have 4 legs instead of 2.
Does it get hot in Queensland, Pam? I couldn't even imagine being without air conditioner. I complain about our house feeling like a sauna when it's 72 degrees outside here in South Greenland.
Hey, I'm made out of pure sugar. I'll melt.
Well,
Just
the thing
kidding.
is our house has lots
Just
of
kidding.
windows. So those windows, they're great heat conductors. Wow, that's pretty hot, Pam. So,
Pam, what time is it right now there?
she must be about 12 hours ahead of me.
I always forget. I always get confused on that.
Oh, that's great, Russ. That was so nice of him. Wait, don't run off. Hey, y'all, you want to meet my Greenlandic husband?
Yeah.
Say yes in the chat if you do.
Yes. He's like, no. And we all say yes. Okay, so right now we're filming this.
You're gonna have to come say hi now.
It's 12:45 p.m.
I'll jump you.
This is my honey, my heart light, the love of my life, who's changed my whole world.
Hi to all.
Nice to see you. Yep, so when Katie talks about her heart light, there he is.
This is who I'm talking about.
My heart light is in the other room watching some TV. I love mine too. Mine is my whole world.
Yep. When people say that there is always a second chance around the corner, I believe that now.
Yes, ma'am.
You just have to wait until it's the right time.
I agree with you.
I have a friend that used to say all the time, it's all about timing. And I agree with him.
Pegs, I wondered where yours was, if he was out on the road or if he's he's sleeping
She
hogging
said
the
he's
bed.
hogging the bed.
So my brother-in-law's hogging the bed right now. Probably snoring. Well, my heart light, he's not gonna show his face on nope. I could ask him, but no, he wouldn't.
He'll say no.
He'll say no. He'll be like, no. So
Not today.
I've got this piece done. You want to see it?
Yes. Hey, it looks good. Did you sew any center seams yet?
No, not yet. No, because
Not
I
yet?
have to do the other piece.
Yeah, I still got the other pieces to do too.
I was busy chin wagging.
So we might not get this finished tonight. I don't know. We'll try.
We'll try. We'll see how far we can go. Are we going to get this finished tonight?
Depends on whether you want to stay up late enough for that. I don't mind staying up late. I don't have to get up in the morning like you do.
Yeah, and tomorrow's Friday and it's going to be busy at work. We'll just see what we can get done.
You never really told me where you work at.
I don't talk about that over the
Okay,
YouTube,
so that's an option. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. I usually don't ask, but something you said the other day made me think about it.
I'm in customer service. I can say that. So, and I've been with the same company almost about 18 and a half years.
Wow, that's a long time for a job.
Yeah.
Next July, my husband will have been on his job for 30 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yep. He showed me some pictures of when he first started to work on one of the trawlers. He looked like a kid. like a teenage kid. I
Ooh,
don't know why you're being cranky, girl, but that's not going to work with me.
that's funny because when we were on the Zoom earlier, she wasn't whining like that. They're so funny.
No, she won't. She wasn't, and her daddy already just took her out, so it's not that.
Mm. Peg has got to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to get my brother-in-law out on the road. So
No, that's early.
that's early. Whew.
That's really early. Did your hubby show you how big our itsy bitsy is? Are you thinking about a
No,
spider?
not yet. No, they're grandparents now.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than being a grandparent.
No, but I will ask him with my daughter here. We have been quite busy doing stuff, and I know there's some things I've kind of missed out on for good reason. And I didn't have any time off from work while she was here, so
She's going to school, right?
no, she actually graduated last month.
Okay.
Yeah,
I knew she was in college, but I thought maybe she was still doing something in Florida.
no, she lives with her dad in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm going to put her out. She's not going to stop.
Okay. I'll chit chat with everybody in the chat while you're doing that. Oh wow, she's 8 pounds 4 ounces. Woo! She's gotten big. So CJ's going to do some house painting for his traineeship. That's awesome, Pam. And 7 weeks old already. Hey! All right, that's Andrea from Arkansas Gals. That's another wonderful channel to go check out. Andrea is my counterpart with Cotton Cuts with the gnomes. She's doing the solids with the gnomes, and I'm doing the batik. So if you click on her name, also it'll take you right over to her channel. She is a sweetheart, so you'll enjoy her. You'll enjoy her channel as well. She doesn't know it, but I love her channel. Now you know, Andrea. And she does a lot of unboxing videos also, which is really neat. And a lot of times it's got like discount codes that you can get also. You're welcome, Andrea. Irish lady, I have a baby lock bird. I love mine. My husband got it for me when we lived in Florida. He this was during the pandemic time, and he's like, you like sewing, don't you? And I said, yeah, I'm really enjoying it because we had to do something while we were just sitting at home. And so we went to the store, and he's like, all right, let's see what we can find for you. So I found it does embroidery also, Pam, and I haven't done that yet still. Pam does the embroidery. But anyway, I absolutely love it. So one day I'll do the embroidery on it. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Deb. Hi, Sarah. You know, I think it's interesting the things that people, when they were all home, improvised and doing. People were growing gardens in their
Mm-hmm.
backyard, and
Oh yeah.
the Lego company stayed out of product because they sold so many Legos during that time frame.
Oh, I
And
can imagine.
the reason I know about that is because my husband makes Legos.
Hey, where's your smallest notion? Do you have it handy?
Yeah,
Thank you, Pam. Katie loves her Legos, and how cool is that? That it's the
my
little
husband made
tiny.
this for me.
It's so cute.
Yep. Did I see Andrea in here?
Yes, you did. You were
Hi,
had
Andrea.
gone.
I follow you. I've been following you for a long time.
I was just telling everybody that she is an absolute sweetheart, and she's my counterpart too for the gnomes. I'm sure you know that already.
Yep. She's doing
My.
cotton. We're doing boutique.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody's loving your little Lego sewing machine. Do you know if you can still find that? Is it
You can
still
actually
available?
make them from. You can. He made that one from his own stuff.
Oh, so it wasn't a kit.
No, I don't. I'm not sure if you can even buy a kit, but he made it from extras he had inside his
Oh,
box.
okay.
But
Well,
there's a
that's
pattern. I'll look. I'll get him to give me the link, and I'll put it up underneath um the
in the
link
description.
if there's a Lego or if there's someone who wants to make their own.
Okay. Katie, what machine are you using? What's your
I
sewing
have
machine?
I have a Janome 6700P. That's my baby. So you want to hear what happened about this machine? I
Uh-oh.
have a
What
story
happened?
about it if you're interested.
What, you have 3?
No, I only have 2.
I
Three
I
with
heard.
3 with the 3 with that one.
Oh, okay. Go for it. What?
Greenland quilter. So when I first started out with learning how to make quilts, I had already bought after I moved to Greenland, I don't know, 3 or 4 years after I moved here, I bought a little Singer Talent machine. And then I stumbled onto Yvette's YouTube channel, and she was doing unboxings of a Cotton Cuts classic box, a Sew sampler box, and a puzzle mystery. She talked about that, and she also talked about Sweetwater's quilt labels. So I went online, followed the links, and discovered that both Fat Quarter Shop and Cotton Cuts and Sweetwater will ship to Greenland. So I started getting I'm Katie. So I started getting a subscription, and then I started because I hadn't been using YouTube up until then, and that was in 2017. And so I started watching other quilt. I found my way to Becca because of Yvette. And when I started watching her, I'm like, man, I should try this. So I also joined a group in Facebook called the Sugary Do. And I, along with a lot of other people, did the Bernina Sugary Do quilt along. And I sewed most of that with my Singer Talent. And about 2 years down the road, I told Nikolai, I said, I need a machine that's bigger because the Singer Talent was really giving me a lot of trouble. It just wasn't meant for quilt piecing. So I had gone to Denmark to pick up Nora. And while I was there, I found a quilt shop right there in Copenhagen, and I visited her. And originally I was going to buy a Bernina. or talk to them about buying a Bernina, and and tell them what I wanted. And the lady asked me, "Well, why do you want a Bernina?" I said, "Because everybody's Bernina fans." She says, and so then she asked me, she said, "Well, what is your plan for your machine?" So I told her, and she showed me this Janome 6700P, and she told me that this machine probably would outlast any machine that was all computerized. And so I went home and I showed my husband the machine, and for Christmas he bought me the machine. When we got the machine sat on the dining table for 10 months because I was afraid of it.
Oh,
10 months it sat there, and then one night I walked in our bedroom, and I told him, I said, "This is ridiculous." He says, "What's ridiculous?" "I'm not using this fancy machine you bought me, and I should be, and I feel stupid because I'm scared of it." And he says, "Okay." And I said, "So we're gonna just get it done." And he says, "I've been waiting for you to say that." He never said anything about the money he spent on it and why it sat so long. He was just waiting for me to decide that I wasn't afraid of it anymore and try it. It took me an
oh,
hour and a half to thread the machine because it's not like a singer. You just do and your thread is in. But after that, and the first time I sewed a seam, OMG. When you put that 1/4 inch foot on this machine and you set this thing, there's a setting where you set it to a 1/4 inch seam allowance. All you have to do is put it through there and it does the work for you. And I'm like, my skill set has improved because of this machine.
oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, because when I was a teenager, I made my own dresses and stuff on my mother's singer machine. And then when I started raising my own girls, and I have a son too, but I was making dresses for the girls, I used a singer machine. So that's why I had bought a singer to start with. And then getting this Janome, and it's huge, you guys. I mean, it has lots of space. And now I'm in love with it. I want another one.
Well, I love my baby lock, and I do have a brother machine also. Peg says hers is in the closet. She's afraid to use it. I understand that.
Yeah,
But my daughter, she used the brother while we were here because we actually she was here during National Jelly Roll Day. So her and I pulled a jelly roll out and hi Gina, and
Hi, Gina.
we had so much fun.
So, if you guys don't know about my channel, please go visit it. Because my channel's not, or well, let me put it this way. My channel is in its infancy right now. I started it back in the early part of June, and basically, it's going to be covering quilting, of course, but it's also going to be covering my life here in Greenland. I'm not a native Greenlander. My husband is, and when we got married, um, we made the decision that I would migrate to Greenland instead of him migrating to our home country, the United States. So I'm a Florida girl, and I decided that I wanted to share the last 12 years of videos that I've been making I've been making videos and photographs of this beautiful country. So I decided to start my channel, and I'll be putting, videos up about Greenland as well. So, if you like seeing a place that you might have on your bucket list, or you've never heard of Greenland, it's a great place. It's a great place to go and look at videos, along with my quilting, of course.
I love that, and it's neat that you and I both are Florida girls.
Yep. What year were you born in Florida, or
Mhm.
or did you
Yep.
do what, or did you end up down there because of your parents?
Nope, I was born and raised in Florida.
Well, I was born in Charleston, South Carolina on the Navy base.
Oh,
And
wow.
so was my middle sister. And my younger sister, she was born in Key West. Apparently, the Navy had my dad down there doing something. And I recently found out about a year ago. I always thought my dad only served 10 years, but he actually served 18 years. And when he was stationed at the end in San Diego, and then he moved when he got out of the Navy, he moved all of us to Florida. And that was in 1965.
Oh, wow.
I was 5 years old when I moved to Florida. So basically, I've known Florida all of my life.
You have.
Yeah, I've been
Yep.
hiding a little bit, haven't I, Irish?
Yeah, we were sitting there talking, like, do you want to go live? And we're like,
I'm just so scared
is
to do
anybody
it.
even gonna be on? And I'm like, I don't know. What do you think? And we're just, all right, fine, we'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm
So
glad
here
we
we
did.
are. We're doing it on a whim, because we couldn't get the Zoom to cooperate. So here we are.
That's right.
And we might not get this block finished, or we might get this block finished. It depends on how long Martha can stay on. I know you got to work tomorrow.
Yeah. It's after 10 right now, so I figure we can do it for a little longer. I didn't
Yeah.
have my earbuds in the charging port, so one's already died on me.
I have earbuds, but I didn't know if the what was happening was because of my phone or your phone.
I don't know what it was, so I'll take them off, and I put the other one on the charger for now just to see if it'll work.
Yeah, we did this on a last minute kind of thing. We didn't plan it. We were going to record, or it was her time to record, and we just couldn't get the technology to cooperate. So that's why we decided, let's try. And I haven't done a live on my channel yet because I was nervous about trying to. I didn't know. I have no idea how to do it exactly, and I didn't know if anybody would come watch if I went live. But Martha's done this before, so thankfully she knew how to get us there. So here we are.
Gina, what are you talking about? You said so that's why this wasn't mentioned in Crystal Heart's live last Friday.
It must have been
I
that,
think I
yeah.
might have missed something.
She's
Oh, Irish lady, it was so good to see you.
have a nice night, Irish. Hey,
Thank
can
you
you
for
tell us
coming in
what
and
your
hanging
name
out with
is?
us. Uh,
Do you hear this dog running around like a maniac?
mhm. Hi, Peggy Lynn.
Hi, Peggy.
No, Gina, this live was like a spur of the moment. It wasn't anything that we had planned. Last Friday I was spending time with my daughter, so this is my first time actually getting to have a little bit of time doing some sewing and stuff because while she's here, I try not to do any sewing. So I wasn't on the live last Friday. So yeah, it was spur of the moment. So that's why we didn't mention it.
Well, we didn't know this was going to even happen.
No. Where are you at on yours right now, Katie?
I'm trying to. I fixed the seam, but I'm having a little problem with getting a piece of thread to come out that's stuck in
Okay.
between it, and so I'm trying to get it out.
Well, I got A and B sewn together.
Yeah, I think you're gonna. Oh, did you? Does that mean you got one side done?
Well,
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I see what you've done. Yeah, you got one corner done. That's what I'm
yep.
messing with right now. Is this corner? I
Okay.
just need to press it and open the seam, but I couldn't open the seam because there was a piece of thread caught in here. It wouldn't let me get to it. I think I fixed it. Okay, let's try this again.
Thank you, Peggy Lynn. Gina's asking what we're making that's on your wall. So, what we are, I guess we need to kind of share what we're doing because we
Yeah,
shared it
because some
earlier
people
and we didn't reshare it again. I'm sorry. So we're working on Moda Blockheads. Moda Blockheads is the 5th year doing it, and Katy invited me to do the collab with her. So we're doing the Stellar Elegance block this time, and this one has foundation paper piecing in it. So Katy has been a wonderful teacher in helping me with foundation paper piecing because I'm not good with it. But the block release schedule, we already did the bonus block, which is the one that I shared a little bit earlier. That this we did like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Here's mine.
What do I do with mine so I can show it?
And then, but I decided because Stephanie, my sister-in-law, had gotten me the back quarter bundle. I thought I would use that fabric for the rest, but we're already in week 3, and it's going to go until the 8th of November. So we'll have a block each week. So if you go either to Facebook, to the Moda Blockheads Facebook group, you can join there. Thank you, Peggy. Or you can go to, I think you can go to moda.com, right?
Yeah. You can go to moda.com and look up, there should be under one of those menus, but I'll make sure to give her the link to put on her YouTube description box of where you can find it on the website, or you can join the group in Facebook.
And it's a lot of fun there because you get to see what everybody's doing also.
Yes, Peg, that's what in the end, well, with Moda Blockheads 5, here's what's going on. We're doing what they call part 1. And it started 3 weeks ago, and it's going to run till November the 8th, and you'll have about, I think, 8 blocks. No, it's more than 8. Anyway,
I'll tell you.
those blocks can be turned into a small quilt if you want to do that, or
10 blocks.
10 blocks, or you can hang on to your blocks and continue on when they start from January, and they're going to go to January to August, I think. And there'll be additional blocks that you can put in with the blocks if you want to make a bigger quilt. See, here's somebody who did the Corey Yoder block instead of the paper piecing. I put Corey Yoder's block, and she didn't do the paper piecing. Is Yvette doing this? Not that I am aware of. Thank you for the comment on the block. I'm getting Sherry McConnell and Corey Yoder's blocks. Yeah, their blocks is pretty too. They have SewAlongs as well that are free. But the Moda Blockheads is also free, you guys.
Right. And that's what's so nice is there's so many companies out there, or content creators too, that'll do free sew-alongs, and it most of the time the pattern is free. So it's nice because I don't know about you, but I don't have a money tree. I don't think any of us have found one. But it's just that way we can spend more of our money on fabric or notions that we need, or the services to go do quilting on the back, to quilt our quilts, and spend the money on other things that are needed.
Something's wrong with this block. Oh, I know what the problem is. Never mind. I figured it out. Yeah, for some reason I thought that was supposed to be sewn on there, and it's not.
So for those of you that have done paper piecing, Katy taught me something new tonight, and because I was trying to figure out how I was going to take these 2 pieces and join them together and make them come together where it's not, I want my points to line up. So I'm going to try to share, see if this helps. So on the back of the fabric is the original pattern piece. So she told me to take a pin, a straight pin, and go through that point right there. So I did that. So then it comes out on the other end. I don't know if you can see it or not. Then the other half of the block that I'm putting together is here. I'll put right sides together, and then I'll find that corner piece right there and try to put that pin as best as I can close to it, or right through it if I possibly can. So then I've got these two pieces just kind of hanging out. And then I'll go on the other end. So I've got this piece here and this one here, and I'll put a pin through them too. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I hope so. So
I
I'll
think
take
you are.
a pin here and go through that piece right there, and then find it on this side too.
This was that pin in the corner, yeah, in the tips of all three of those pieces was a something that was shown to me when I was participating in the Bernina Sugary Dew quilt along, because we got a row called the Delta row, and you had one triangle face the point facing up, and then the next one next to it would turn, the point would be facing down, and you had to be able to sew those side to side, and I couldn't, because I'm a angle challenged. I almost stopped doing the quilt along, and I had wrote in the group about it, and two women, that's what's so great about this quilting community, they asked me what was going on, and I told them, and they wrote me an email and told me, if you take the straight pin and you put it in the tip of a point at the 1/4 inch mark, and then you put that same pin through the corner of the opposite block that you're going to sew on, and then you do tip to tip the same way, you can line it up and sew it together. And I did it like that, and lo and behold, the two triangles went together.
And that's what I just did. So Katie
Yep.
was able to help me with that and teach me something, and now we get to share that with y'all too.
Yep.
Because it's made my points go together very well.
Yeah.
Super impressed. The outer edges of my pieces are kind of all a little mismatched right now. I trimmed them down after I did this sew in here. I trimmed it down the 1/4 inch. I just left it kind of free fall while I'm sewing it together because it's not in the way. I think that's the question that you're asking. Okay. I'll ask about Frankenstein.
Who is Frankenstein?
I don't know.
Are we talking about the movie?
I don't know. For y'all that don't know, Peg is my sister-in-law, and her husband is my brother-in-law and my husband's brother. Yeah, she posted a comment the other day on my channel. I hadn't had chance to respond yet to it, but it said, hubby says that Dawn said hi, and I'm like, I only know one Dawn, and it's my brother-in-law. I'm like, wait a minute, it's my sister-in-law. That's Just remember that a finished quilt is better than a perfect quilt. And if a quilt is loved and it's cuddled with on the couch, that's what's the most important. And I can tell you, my daughter did the whole time that when she was here. She had the Grinch quilt we have, and she was all cuddled up. She absolutely loved it. I asked her when she was here, I said, do you like that Grinch quilt? And she went, uh-huh.
I have a quilt that's over 150 years old, and it makes
Holy
me sad
cow.
because, it makes me sad because it's disintegrating. The fabric is
Oh.
literally turning to powder.
Do
It
you
was
have
made
it
by
like?
my grandma. Yeah, it was
Do you,
made by my grandmother.
do you have it stored somehow then, since it's
It's just
disintegrating?
I got it put away, but every time you mess with it, more stuff falls off of it.
Oh no. Is there
It's
any way you
totally.
could put it like in a shadow box or something?
I don't think
Maybe.
so. I think that the test of time, because the blank, it was used. I mean, it was never a display quilt. It was an actually slept with and stuff. So
Well,
when it was given to me, I slept with it a lot. I didn't
oh
think
yeah.
anything about uh putting it away because it was my grandmother. And then I brought it here to Greenland with me, and I was only using it a little bit. And then one day I washed it, and from that point on, it was downhill from there. Now it's got
Oh.
pieces of holes in it. It just makes me sad because it's the only thing I really have of my grandmother.
Well, maybe what you could do if it really, I know the shadow boxes are really neat, and maybe what you could do if it starts disintegrating that bad and there's not a whole lot left of it, maybe you could
Mhm.
put it in a shadow box.
Yeah, that might be
Maybe,
possible. I also
maybe.
I also think that she made the quilt from feed sack
Well,
fabric.
that's what they used to do. I mean, they
Because
used
it looks
whatever
like it.
fabric they had. They didn't have fabric that they could run to the um oh, I love that pegs. Oh. Um But that's what, they made them out of back then. They couldn't just run to their local fabric store.
No,
So that might be another reason why it's fallen apart too, because one, it was very well loved by you and it still is, but it was used by fabrics and just over time they're gonna unfortunately disintegrate.
I asked my cousin if she had any from grandma, and she said that um she's never had one from grandma, so I don't know how I lucked out on getting one.
Peg says a tailor can preserve it so that it could be hung.
A
Um,
tailor?
A tailor. Yeah, Pam said that there's a quilter that does fixes on old quilts. She's on YouTube. I was thinking about her too earlier, but I cannot think of her name. Um, I know she's on my subscriber list. Gina wanted to know if maybe you could make some pillows with it, Katie.
I think that the fabric will just fall apart just even doing that.
Okay.
That's why
I mean,
I put it away inside of a plastic bag so that nothing else can happen to it. But
yeah.
every time I touch it, more pieces fall off of it.
No, I'm sorry about that though.
Yeah, and you've probably I don't know if you've seen this in your lifetime or not, but I remember when I was young, um, seeing fabric that turned to powder like that because it had been used so long and so much that it just uh you know went back to nature.
Yeah.
And cotton can recycle back to nature.
And certain things just don't last forever.
No, so I'm hoping the quilts I made for my kids and my grandkids, at least they'll have mine for a long time. And technology these days has improved a lot, so they'll have a way of storing quilts if they're not going to. I kind of would rather them enjoy them than to hide them in a box,
Mhm. Um,
where you can't see it.
yeah. Peggy did mention, she said that, don't put it in a plastic bag because it needs to breathe. So she mentioned maybe like a pillowcase, maybe.
Okay, that's a great idea. I didn't realize that. I'll definitely do that. That
Yeah.
hadn't occurred to me. Thank you. I didn't know
Yeah.
that would be better.
Yeah, because plastic is not good. It's good, but then there's things that's not good for. So it could have the constituents to make it fall apart more. I didn't think about that.
Well, I hadn't either. I just wanted to keep,
You just
dust
wanted
off
to
of it
keep
and
it. Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
And it's a very simple quilt. She took she put inside of it. It doesn't have batting inside of it. It actually has a old blanket from the looks of it on the inside of it. And I'm not surprised by that because when my mom and dad moved us to Florida, we stopped in Alabama to see my grandparents. And my grandparents were very poor. They were cotton pickers,
Mm-hmm.
and the house that they lived in didn't have running water in it. You had to go to the outhouse to use the bathroom, and they used bedpans to bathe in. And
Oh,
so it doesn't surprise me that her quilts were made in the way she made them because, she raised 13 kids.
wow. Yeah, my husband had to go to Mobile today, so he took a road trip. I wish I could have gotten to go with him, but I had to work. And he was coming back. I was talking to him, and he goes, "You can tell that the cotton's um, growing." He said, "But it's not white yet." He said, "It's just the it's still green." So
They
I
lived in
love
They
to.
lived in Jasper, Alabama. That's where they live
Where?
at.
Where?
Jasper.
I don't know how far that is from me. I've heard of it, or
My
maybe you and I
cousins,
have talked about it.
yeah, my cousins still live there in Jasper also.
Deb, good night. Thank you so much for coming and
Thanks
hanging
for
out
the
with us.
info, Deb. Have a nice night. Or wait, that was Peggy. Sorry.
So this little trick with the pins is super helpful.
Yeah, I prefer doing that to, I don't know a better way of doing it
Good
currently.
night, Sarah. Ozark ladies, good night.
Good night, Mary.
Is Ozark ladies, is that Mary?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just
Does
got to
she
figure out.
does she have a channel too?
I I know she subscribed to me. I think so, but I don't think it's very big. I'd have to look and see. Hang on a second.
Mary, do you have a channel if you're still here?
I think she has a small channel. Let me look and see. Because I think I subscribed to her.
Oh, thank you so much, Mary. It
Did
was
she
so
answer?
nice to meet you. Mary, do you have a channel yourself? How are you doing on your blocks?
It's going slow, and it's probably because it's going slow.
You
This
getting
is
tired? Because I know it's so much later for you.
Yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning, so my brain is like,
Well, when you're ready, I mean, because it's so late for you, let me know
I'm
too.
probably not gonna. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get it finished, but we can always pick this up another day to finish it, or I'll finish
Oh
it.
yeah.
We'll show
Well,
it in the next. We can always just show it in the next one we do together because it'll be my turn to do
yeah,
next
we
week.
could.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
so
could.
it'll be my turn for next week. Yeah.
Mary does say she has a channel. But she doesn't use it very often.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I
I
thought I
meant,
saw she did.
yeah. Yeah, Peggy's right. Everybody who does comments, they do have a channel, a content creator. That's a different story. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you do make them and you subscribe to me and I haven't subscribed, please let me know that you have content and I'll definitely subscribe to you. Because I noticed that you can look and see who subscribe, but if people are set to private, you can't see them.
Right.
Oh well, I'll be happy to go and make sure I'm subscribed to you, Mary.
So the thing is, I don't have to edit this video.
No, It'll be like it is. Everybody's
We're-
going to see us with it in the
Yep.
raw.
Oh,
No
this is
fancy editing.
the first one I did where it didn't the points didn't line up that well.
Yeah, I got one that didn't line up, so I'm trying to fix
Yeah.
it now because
That's
it was
okay.
off quite a bit.
That's okay.
Yeah, and it might be because I'm thinking about I might just leave the ones that need to be sewn down the middle alone and just sew the rest of the ones that need the fabric put in it. And then when
Yeah.
I'm fresh tomorrow, sew the centers. Because
Oh,
I
okay.
think my problem is because I'm getting tired.
Yeah. Well, we can. It's
We don't have to end yet. Just let me know when you're ready.
okay.
It's going to take me a little while to unwind anyway. So what I'm going to do is just keep on putting fabric on the paper itself. And then tomorrow I will sew the seams. And like I said, we can always show you next week. We have to plan that, by the way.
Yes, we do.
So next time around will be my turn. And I'll make sure that we both show you the blocks. It's been these blocks and then the ones that we are doing on our own time so that you guys can see how it turns out. How about that? How's that sound?
That sounds good. Yeah, we'll talk about it because next Thursday night I have my guild meeting. I joined a guild, y'all. I don't know if I told you about that, Katie,
Who did
but
you
I joined a
join?
guild and it's in my town. I joined it and I was nervous and just a little scared because I didn't know I didn't know any of the ladies and my husband's like, "Do you want to do it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, just go see it, go enjoy it. You'll have a good time."
Yeah, you
He
won't
said,
know
"I know
until
you
you're
will."
there.
Yeah, and I absolutely loved it. I'm not sure why I had a hang up and was scared to go, but I'm glad that I went and had a great time. And it's time
Sometimes I
for the
think,
meeting again already.
yeah, I think sometimes we are reluctant to join new things because we worry about, well, maybe it's they won't accept you or whatever. I think we all
Yeah,
go through humans.
yeah. Well, I'm always scared. I'm like, are they gonna like me?
Yeah,
Am
exactly.
I too much? Am I not enough? I just yeah. All those things go through your head or go through my head.
Kind of like worrying about when you set up your YouTube channel and you're wondering if people are going to dislike you.
Yep.
Because that was one of the reasons why I waited so long to even set up a channel, is because I didn't know whether people would like the content I was going to share.
Mhm.
And then after the pandemic happened, um, just this past year, I think, I've had this desire to get all of my Greenland stuff put up online and the pictures up because we can't be promised tomorrow anymore. And I need to leave a legacy for my kids and grandkids.
Yep. Okay, so I've got all four of of the blocks put together.
Wow, look at you. You're really on a roll. I think that you have an advantage because you've been doing lives and sewing at the same time.
This is only my second live.
Really?
Yeah, I went live earlier in the year and then I never went
Well,
live
haven't you been
again.
sewing live with somebody?
Huh?
I thought you had been sewing live with other people.
Mm-mm. I mean, let me rephrase that. I've done lives with Sean, but from the guy who sews. He's kind of like my mentor. Um,
He knows what he's doing.
yes, he does.
He's got it all figured out.
So we do lives, but it's on his channel. So he taught me
Okay.
that you could actually go live.
Well,
So
that's what I thought for some reason you were also doing your own.
here's what it looks like without sewn together completely.
It's going to be beautiful. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
I really love the colors. I was
Yeah,
afraid
you
to
did.
get into the
You did
fat
okay.
quarter
You look
bundle.
so-
I was like, I
That
don't
looks
want to mess it up. It's so
fantastic.
pretty. Thanks, Peggy.
Becca's going to come online tomorrow, and she'll be seeing this live that you and I did. She'll be like, "Ooh, look at these two."
She'd be like, what are those girls up to?
Yeah, she'll be like, "They took a chance. Look at that." She'd
She'd
probably
be
be
like,
proud
what
of
did I?
us.
Yep, she'll be very proud of you.
She'll be proud of both of us,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Thank
so this,
you.
yeah, it looks great.
Thank you.
Okay, C4 is background. Oh, I'm doing this on the wrong side. Oh, okay. Gotta be careful. Don't do this on the wrong side.
Oh, I know, right?
Yep, that would be a
Oh,
background. Okay, background and purple.
well, just remember, Pegs, that everybody has talent, and we just have different talents. You know,
Yep.
if we all had the same talents, what a boring world we would live in.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
There's so many things out there that people do these days. I mean, it's amazing all the new things that people do these days.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if my machine is loud when I'm sewing. I don't know if it is or not.
No, I don't think so.
I
Not with the
wondered.
phone anyway. When we're on Zoom, I don't even hear it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's interesting that you don't hear it. Okay.
So I'm trying to put the next pieces together since we're at it, and it's kind of hard to see it when you've got that fabric in the way. You're trying to figure out where the middle piece is.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Yeah. I guess in this case, you just kind of see if you can,
Figure it out.
yeah.
Okay, so I need maroon and pink.
I'm hoping that it's right.
These batiks are really pretty.
Yeah, I fell in love with batiks when my sister-in-law Stephanie, she's like, "You need to try out batiks." I'm like, "What's a batik? I'm not sure what you're talking about." And so she's like, "Oh, girl," and I'm like, "I don't know what they are. Tell me." And she told me, and I'm like, "Oh wow, these are wonderful." So
Yes, they are.
when Cotton Cuts asked me to do the batiks for the gnomes, I was like, "Oh yes, I will definitely."
Yes, please.
Mary says we're freestyling it. Woo woo!
Yes, we are. There is no planning behind this one.
I mean, really, right from the get go, there was no planning. We planned on doing a Zoom and then, recording it and editing the video. Yeah.
Technology was not our friend
Nope.
today.
Nope.
So this is why we improvised.
That's right.
So what did you think? What do y'all think about our solution on improvising?
If anything, They've been hopefully entertained.
You notice Nora's not in here bothering me right now.
I have a new shirt piece. What do you think?
A new what?
Shirt piece. I can collar.
Oh yeah, that would be a cool looking collar.
Fancy, right?
Kind of look like one of the what do you call them? The pastors of a Lutheran church. They wear this white collar that sticks out. Weird.
Oh, do they? Oh.
I don't know what it's called, but it looks like a collar.
Thanks.
So I will give you a little bit of information.
Are you spilling some tea?
I'm going to, yeah. That's the first time. You know, we always called it spilling the beans.
We're all ears.
So me and my husband has been talking, and I know that there's a lot of people who would like to hear our story. So before he goes back to work on October the 12th, we're going to sit down and we're going to have a conversation in front of a camera, and we're going to record our conversation on how we became a married couple and how that all happened. And then y'all will know you'll know my best ever story because he changed my life.
Aw, I love that. So you're going to do it on what day?
Before he leaves. I don't know which day yet, but he won't be.
Okay.
I don't know that I want to do it live. I haven't decided on that. I think I would rather record it and then y'all watch it, and then you can make all your comments in the bottom.
Okay.
And if you have questions, they can ask questions, because I think that if we do it live, we're not going to be really watching the channel, and people might want to ask questions, and then I'll miss out on being able to answer them. So I think it would be better if we recorded it, did a premiere, and then I could sit in the channel or sit in the chat and answer any questions they might add to what they've seen on the video.
Okay, that's a real good idea.
Yeah,
Good night, Mary.
and he'll be gone by then. He leaves on the 12th, and he will be back. He might have headphones on. I think he's supposed to be back around the 28th of November, I believe. And then he'll be home for all of December and almost all of January.
I like that. That will be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's my laptop that's lagging behind us.
Oh, is it?
That is so weird. I'm on the same Wi-Fi with both of them, and it's lagging.
Just make sure you don't sew over your pins.
I won't. I'm definitely going to have to find an excuse of what to use these scraps for.
Do what?
I'm going to have to find something I can use all these scraps on.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, maybe it'll be another paper piece that uses smaller pieces or something.
I've always wanted to do, like, when I make a quilt, I'd always like to use the, two things. I'd like to use the pieces, like, to make a pillowcase, like as a decorative pillowcase.
Oh,
Chloe,
like
hey!
a scrappy pillowcase?
Mm-hmm. To go along with it, that
fun.
matches it.
Yeah.
Or, Karen from Just Get It Done Quilts, I don't know if any of y'all know about her channel. She taught me about an after quilt, and that's where you take what you have left over, your scraps, and you use it to make your backing. You don't have to use all of it.
But that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have lots of scraps out of this one.
There's the next one.
Yep.
How you doing? How you doing, Katie?
I'm getting there. I'm slowly, but I'm getting there.
Here's the other piece. Here's the other side.
That looks nice. You're doing
Thank
good.
you.
Look at you.
Thank you. Had a
Somebody who's
great
never done
teacher.
paper piece, and look at her go.
I had a great teacher. Wonder who that is. Hi, Ginger.
Me.
Yes, it was, because no, I do paper piecing.
Well, you're doing a super job. Be proud of
Thanks.
yourself because you're doing great. Uh-oh, I need to switch this needle back to one. Oh, I already did. Okay.
Oh, some of the ladies in the chat was talking about thanks, Chloe. The different things you could use for foundation paper piecing. I think all I did was just print my pattern out on regular copy paper. What does everybody else use?
Peg writes, y'all have my brain going. I should make a zombie meatloaf and use bacon as the fabric. Uh-oh, where'd it go? The fabric wrap.
Pegs, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
See, it sounds like to me you have a talent in the kitchen, ma'am. Pegs, it was good to see you on here. Good night.
Peggy says you could just see the pieces together, sew the pieces into. Wait, let me try that again. You could just sew the pieces together into a random block like I did with my small pieces. I got about 10 blocks doing that. Hey, that's a great idea.
Well, it's a great way to use up all your scraps, you know.
Yep.
Peg says her sister uses newspaper.
I've heard of other people doing that using newspaper.
Peg, tell your hubby to give you my phone number so we can text.
Who are you talking about?
My sister-in-law.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, you don't want to call international. I'll call international because we have a phone plan where I could call home and sit on the phone all day if I want. Something they got set up between us and the United States.
Cool.
It happened about, I think 4 years ago. And when we went on that plan, I can actually call my kids and talk as long as I want to. The funny thing is, I think they would rather talk on the internet than on the phone. Isn't that hilarious?
Well, shoot, I remember talking on the phone and having the cord. You know, I was only certain places I could go.
And to be honest, I think that, talking on the internet's always been more fun than talking on the phone. But now we have cell phones, so I'm not like fastened to the wall on a cord.
Yeah. Pegs, it would show up on the comments on here because they'll be added to the video. If you have Facebook, message me on there.
What does she need?
She was gonna share her phone number with me.
Oh, I wouldn't do it. I was
like,
yeah. Do it on Messenger. Don't do it here. Then you'll have every creep in the world calling you.
Some videos, though, I've seen it where you can actually the comments don't show up. So
really,
unless they disabled the I don't know how that worked.
I got a strange email, and so did Nikolai the other day, and it said it looked like a FedEx message, and it was saying something to the effect, please contact FedEx because we need more information to deliver your package. And I'm thinking,
yeah,
this sounds really fishy, but it was weird that they had my Yahoo email. because I don't leave that sitting out all over the place.
Yeah. Your information gets sold, so, it's unfortunate that it happens.
It shouldn't be. You shouldn't, because I get junk mail from time to time. But I don't know if you noticed, but there was a summer thing over the summer that some small quilter creators were doing like it was kind of like what you do with that hop shop thing, only you're going to see their webpage, and in order to participate you sign up on this form. So I did, and all of the sites were legit. But ever since then, I've been getting emails from other people I know I didn't sign up for. That I don't even know who they are because I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that hasn't been why my Yahoo's been compromised.
We got some good information in the chat there.
You can protect your email by putting in the About section on your dashboard for your channel. Now, I don't use my Yahoo for my YouTube. I set up a Living Greenland email through Gmail so that I wouldn't have to expose my Yahoo account. Because I didn't want to use that one for that. I have enough email that comes in it.
Yeah.
It's insanely crazy how much email I get sometimes.
You remember when we didn't have email?
Yep. Do you know how long I've had my Yahoo email account?
I have no idea.
Take a guess.
25 years.
Let me see here. I think I have had my email since 1994. It didn't used to be Yahoo. It used to be GeoCities, and then Yahoo and GeoCities merged. And when they merged, my email also merged with it.
Oh, wow.
And it's been that ever since. There is something wrong with this one scene that's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Look, Pam says she's probably had hers since 1994 too. Well, I had a GeoCities account. I don't know if you remember GeoCities, but
I don't even remember GeoCities. When y'all said that, I'm like, what? GeoCities?
Well, GeoCities had a platform where you could set up your own webpage. And I had a webpage, and I think I'd had it for, I don't know, a couple years. And then they were looking for people to volunteer to go, and you would be assigned a certain amount of web pages, and you would go and check and see if they were violating the TOS. Things like web pages that had porn on it, or web pages that was promoting harm to human beings, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that for 3 or 4 years. And out of the blue one day, I got an email from GeoCities saying that they wanted to show their appreciation to their volunteers, and they gave every one of us that was doing this job four shares into their company, free. We didn't have to buy them. When Yahoo merged with GeoCity, I went from having 4 shares to 24 in Yahoo.
Oh, wow.
And then 3 years ago or 4 years ago, Yahoo became part of Alibaba. And then, do you know what Alibaba did? Alibaba dissolved my Yahoo shares.
Oh wow.
So they sent me a $2,000 dissolution check, and I no longer have stock in Yahoo, which sucks. I should have sold it and bought it shares of something else, but I really don't know enough about that to know even how to do that. Should have bought shares in Disney World. Now they're so expensive you can't hardly afford to buy one.
Oh, I could only imagine.
Yep. Wow, Pam, that's freaky.
What happened?
She says, funny thing, I was on Yahoo Chat when the Twin Towers went down. It was my birthday the same day.
Oh wow.
I just watched another I don't know what you call it, but it was on YouTube. Somebody had sewn together all the video footage that came from different people in different areas of Manhattan.
Yeah.
And some of them I had, I've seen quite a bit, but I hadn't seen some of the shots, and it's amazing how much footage is out there. I just know that my kids, especially my youngest daughter, was traumatized by all of it. She when they were going to school, I went and took them out of school the day it happened. And but when they finally decided, okay, we're gonna go ahead and put these schools back up, we're all, no big deal.
Good night,
They
Sarah.
they were showing every classroom that had a TV in it. They had the TVs on, and they were literally saturating our young people with what had happened there. And Chris came home one day and she says, Mom, I don't feel safe anymore. We're not safe even in Florida. And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, they can drop a bomb on Florida. And she had a point. If they could steal a passenger jet, they could do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, I know that you're scared and you're traumatized by all this, but try not to look at it that way. We're safe for now, and let's just do one day at a time. And that helped her a little bit, but she really never got over it. But she joined the Navy because of this kind of thing,
Oh wow.
because she wanted to, do her part. And she served, and then now she's not in the Navy anymore, but she served and did her part. She was in Japan when that earthquake happened.
Okay, so I remember you earlier were talking about the middle part of the block being very bulky, and that
Yep.
does make it very hard to sew that together.
Yeah, that's why the seams are supposed to be ironed open, pressed open.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you starch your stuff?
No, I did not.
Do you use starch?
I do. I used it on so I get to spill a little bit of tea because I haven't been working on my gnomes as much. I haven't been working on other things that I've wanted to do because I have some tea. There is a quiltmas that I am participating in, so there'll be more to come on that.
I was
So
wondering what
be
you've been doing.
looking. That was that big project that I couldn't talk about.
Ah,
Still can't say too much yet, but just stay tuned.
the secret
The secret.
pink. I'm coming along with this finally, looks like. This one looks really nice. Look.
Oh, I like that. That looks good.
Yeah,
I love
it
how
looks
you
good.
use. I love how you're using your scraps.
Yeah, some of these scraps I can use for like the smaller triangles, and you got the half a triangle left, from the bigger piece. I'm using it on the smaller piece. So it's working itself out on some of this. But I'm still going to have quite a bit of scraps.
Yeah. But with this particular one, it's good because you're able to use up some scraps too.
Yep. Definitely.
We always have scraps.
Turquoise and pink. I'm sorry I have the back to the camera. I have to cut more fabric.
Okay.
I had them cut in 5-inch blocks, but now I'm making the 3.5 for these smaller pieces because I ran out of the what I had already used as scraps. More snoring.
It's so funny how when you sew through this paper, it just starts falling apart on you.
Yep. Especially if you have to rip a seam out on the other side and then re-sew it. It really breaks it down.
I wonder who started paper piecing. Foundation paper piecing.
That's a good question.
That's
actually a really good question.
Somebody did.
What?
Peg said she needed to go find her glasses.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yes.
I really appreciate it, bunches.
Me too.
We didn't know whether anybody would come watch or not.
Because we went back and forth. We're like, do we go live? Yes. No. Nah. Yeah. Nah. Okay,
Then
fine.
I'm
Let's
like,
just do it.
yeah, let's try it. What could it hurt? And at least we have something up for this week, you know?
Yes.
So thank you for hanging out.
Yeah. I look forward to putting block number 2 and 3 or 2 and 1 and 2 together. I can't even talk.
Yep.
But getting time with my baby girl took precedence.
Yeah, I understand that. That's not a problem.
Well, because she went back to Florida and she's got a job, so she started it yesterday. So I knew that, she wouldn't be able to just hop up here and spend a week with us or 2 weeks.
She's your only one, right?
Yep, she's my only one. My only one that I had. My hubby has 2. So they're my
Are they also
bonus.
adults too?
They're adults. They're my bonus kids.
Nikolai doesn't have any kids.
You have fur baby kids.
Yep. So my kids have it's our grandkids now. They call him Grandpa. And they really love him, let me tell you. He gets on he'll go and sit down on the floor and break out a box of Legos, and you got all 3 of them in there with him.
I'm ripping paper.
You're yeah. Are you taking them all off?
I am.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take all of them off because I tried to do it with just part of it on. I think it kind of goofed me up a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're all gonna come off. Okay.
It made the seam in the middle very bulky.
Yeah.
So I may take out I'll show you this seam right here in the middle.
Yep.
See how it's not lining up?
Yep.
That's
I think it's under the paper.
a little batty.
Yeah. That's gorgeous.
Thanks.
I like how you chose to make the middle different.
Well, that's what's so nice about these blocks. You find that like on the Facebook page, you see everybody doing something completely different, so it's not
Yeah,
all the same. And
exactly.
I chose to use 3 because it was easier to do 3 than trying to do 4. Because trying to wrap my head around that, I was just confused. I was like, okay, my brain hurts. Let's just go with 3 for now.
You do what you have to. You do what's comfortable.
Yep. And when you've never
It's
done
okay.
paper piecing before,
Yeah,
that really it had me confused.
yeah, exactly. And the other thing is when you get more confident, then you can try doing something a little more challenging.
Mm-hmm. So what is everybody else working on, projects and stuff?
Yeah, I'd like to know what there's something wrong with my chair, Peggy. I'm gonna have to get Nikolai to have a look at it tomorrow.
What's wrong with your chair?
I don't
What's
know,
it doing?
but it's wobbly and it shouldn't be, so something's wrong
Oh,
with it.
okay.
I've had this chair for a really long time, about 7 years, I think. And I'm really not looking forward to if I have to buy a new one because I really like this one. She saw me go sideways in the chair. Oh, we just what we pull it in. I'll fall out of the chair. Ian will never live that one down, I don't think.
If y'all don't know who Ian is the off kilter crafter. I absolutely adore him. And I think he was on a live with Becca from So Becca, and he accidentally fell out of the chair.
Yeah, at her
And it
house,
was
and then he fell down the stairs at her house too. They all joke about the thump, thump, thump.
yep.
Poor baby. I feel sorry for him every time they give him a hard time about it. But he just takes it like a trooper and laughs with them. He says
Peggy says she's finished up a queen size quilt. You want to help her finish it? Does she
wow.
have any takers?
What kind of machine are you sewing it on?
All right. It's after 11 already. Where does that time go?
I don't know, but if you wait and let me sew one more seam, then if you want to call it,
Okay.
we will.
Okay.
Because I'm putting on this last color now on this one. And I think I have all of them. Nope, I have 2 more to do, but yeah, we can stop if you want.
How much more do you have to do?
I just need to do 2 more of the piece, 2 more of the paper, and then I'll
Okay.
have all pieces done. And then it'll just be a matter of sewing them all together into one block. And I'm not going to ask you to stay that long for that. So, yeah, I'll just share it on our next video. The finished product, anyway.
I'll be hitting up the coffee pot pretty early.
Do you know I don't drink coffee?
I didn't drink it growing up.
Neither one of us, neither me or Nikolai drink it. My kids drink it. My mother and father drank it. Everybody around me drank it. I just don't because I don't like the taste of it.
I growing up, I loved the smell of it more than the taste of it. But then when I married my husband, he found Invader Coffee. It's a veteran-owned company out of Austin, Texas, and
Mm-hmm.
the coffee is air roasted. Total game changer. Love that stuff so much. So if you are a coffee connoisseur and you really want to try some new coffee, just go to invadercoffee.com. Um, sometimes they have sales, and so they already have given you a discount. But if they don't have a discount on there, hubby likes the Invader coffee so much, and I do too. He called them up and said, "I need my own discount code." So it's Big Bald Deaf 10 is the discount code. So if there's not a sale on it, you can use that, and it'll give you. I can't remember how much it gives you. It's either 10 or 15. I can't remember. But we drink that coffee every day. I won't drink any other coffee but the Invader coffee.
I think that the reason I don't like it, or I don't even, used to be that the smell was, I didn't really mind the smell. But then when we had his parent, Nikolai's mother and her husband stayed with us for a little while, and they would leave that pot of coffee sitting on the thing all day long, stinking up the house. And I got where I couldn't stand the smell of it.
Oh, wow.
Because, coffee smells good when it's first made, but when you leave it sitting for hours, slowly drinking it, it doesn't smell nice anymore.
Well, I think that has a lot to do with how it's made. And the Invader coffee is air roasted, so it just doesn't have that, doesn't leave that aftertaste. And then, I don't know, it doesn't have that smell like what you were just talking about.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's really on how it's made.
Sounds like it.
But some people just don't like coffee. Like my daughter will never drink coffee. She's like, "No, Mom." I'm like, "That's fine."
I live in a country where it's cold, and I still drink brewed iced tea. I always drink with ice in my cups.
Peg's making something in the kitchen. I can't.
What you making?
I don't know.
If you saw the life-size Rice Krispie turkey I made one year, you would crap yourself. Sounds interesting. All right, let's see here what I can gather up. Okay, perfect. I can go there.
For those of you that have done foundation paper piecing a lot longer than I have, I worry about ripping the paper off and then hurting the integrity of the stitch too.
Did you use a smaller stitch length?
What should it have been?
I don't know your machine, so I don't know. I used the 1.50, but that's a Janome setting.
I don't think it was that small.
I mean, I can barely take the stitches out when it's at 150 like that, because I can barely see them.
Yeah, I probably should have made it a little bit smaller, but I mean, it's holding up well.
I know, but if you feel like it's okay with what you did use, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Unless you start yanking on the paper really hard. I would suggest that you don't yank from edge to edge. I mean, tear it out from edge to edge. You need to look.
Yeah, you told me to do it in the
middle.
Yeah.
And, do it like that. Because that's how I even do triangle paper.
I listened to my teacher.
Somebody made feetloaf. That doesn't even sound good, Peggy says. Pam says I have a dog mug rug I can do. It's so cute. Okay, so this is purple and maroon. See, this is the maroon and purple.
Okay, I got off all the paper off of it, but I am going to take that center stitch and undo it and re-stitch it down.
All of it?
No, just
Oh,
the
two
center.
pieces. That's right. Yeah.
Just the
Yeah,
center
that might
part
be a
of
good
it.
idea. Yeah, that's
But
probably a good idea.
I'm not going to do that tonight though. So here we go.
That looks beautiful.
Thank you.
I have nothing to show you guys. I'm still in pieces on mine. I'm still in pieces on mine. Sorry.
You're good. Everybody sews at their own pace. Hey, by the way, everyone, we're so thankful that y'all are here. Please make sure you like the video, and if you can, share it with a friend. We appreciate it.
Yes, please do. Also, if you don't mind, maybe make a comment down below the description box later and tell us where you're watching our video from, so we can see what part of the world you're from. I don't think I'm going to do that like that. I'm going to go cut a piece of fabric. I'm standing on the other side of the table so I can hear what you're talking about.
Are you outstanding?
Huh?
I said, are you outstanding?
Yeah, I'm standing up. How about that? I need to cut a piece of fabric. I just realized I'm short one. So I'm going to do something about it.
You need Pam. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and stop what I'm working on my block. You're in Alabama, Glenda? You're where I am. We're just not in the same city. Let me get Pam's channel for you. Is there anybody else that needs a channel link dropped? I can do that for you. And Pam would love the love. She's got 149 subscribers right now.
I'll be paying her a visit if I haven't already subscribed.
All right, there you go. I put Pam's channel on there for you. You're welcome, Pam. And I think I said earlier, the copycat quilter, Ginger, she also has her own channel also.
Okay.
She's got a great channel.
Lots of channels I've been hearing about tonight.
Oh, yeah. All right, there's Ginger's channel.
Those will stay in there even after the live stops, right? Or no? Will those links stay in the chat even after or during the replay?
I'm not sure.
tomorrow you might want to adjust the description box when you have a chance.
Okay.
Because I'll send you an email with the links for the other information that we talked about tonight, relating to Moda Blockheads and stuff.
Okay.
And do you want me to send you the stuff that I usually put on mine in my description box too?
Sure.
Okay. Somebody answered that. Yes, they do stay in the chat. She's around to it said that. Okay, great. And Pam said she would mod for Martha and Katie. It's a perfect time for me. That's
Perfect.
outstanding. She says only if you have the settings clicked to do live replay in your studio. Did you do that?
I probably did.
Because I don't know anything about it yet. Remember,
learn
I
as we
tried to work
go.
on my band and couldn't.
Well, while Katie's finishing up everything, put a heart on there if I've missed anybody's channel, and I'll add the link.
Does the heart give you a link when you do that from your
No,
end?
it just lets me know that, kind of like going, "Hi, can you see me?"
Oh, okay.
Put my
Yeah, I
channel
was
on there.
wondering how.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Sometimes.
wondering how it worked.
Thanks, Peggy.
As soon as I finish these, are you wanting to leave now, or what do you want to do? Because I'm working on the last two pieces now, and I can at least show them all the pieces at least.
Yeah, definitely. We want to take a minute and show your stuff too. So I got to do my show and tell.
I won't have some to get, just the block finished, but at least I'll have the pieces done,
Oh yeah.
I got to remember to yak less and sew more.
I have to say, y'all have been an amazing group tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome around to it. I am not good like Sean in remembering everybody's names. Oh, I try. And then sometimes my memory fails me.
I think that happens until you start talking to them on a regular basis. But that's the same problem I have. I can remember phone numbers that are 50 years old, but I can't remember somebody's first name. It's weird. I never forget a face, but if I don't talk to that person on a regular basis, half the time I don't remember the name. That's sad. That looks really, I know why that looks like that. Okay, now let's get this background on here. Well, at least I got to use some of these half triangle pieces on the smaller triangle.
Yeah.
So that's a plus.
Peg says she remembers a person's pet's name before the person's name. I totally get that.
I wonder what that says about us as people.
We like dogs.
We like
animals.
dogs more than people.
Well, they're just so gosh darn cute.
Yeah, you just want to snuggle them up.
That's right.
Snuggle them up and love on them.
All right, around to it is Shirley from Canada. She's a friend of Stephen Bland, the idiot quilter. Thank you, Shirley.
I know who that Steven person
Yeah.
is.
Yep, Stephen Bland, the idiot quilter. He has his own channel also, and he's based out of Canada.
Oh, I didn't know he was from Canada, though. I didn't know
Mhm.
that part.
Don't you know? Right? Isn't that how they
Now
say
I
that?
know
Yeah. Yep, something like that. It got very, very, very quiet. What are you doing over there, Katie? Didn't she? Katie!
We lost her. We lost Peggy. I mean, we lost Kathy. Oh, it's getting late. We lost Katie. Oh boy. I am tired. All right, let me see if I can see about getting her back. Well, I don't know how to get her back. Yeah, me too, Ginger. All right. Well, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and call this a night. Well, hey, the Farm on Highway J. We are working on, Katie from the Greenland Quilter was on here and she got lost. So her screen froze and then something happened. So she got disconnected. So we've been working on it. Yeah, she just vanished. Her phone shut off. So what we're working on is the Moda Blockheads number 5, block number 3, which is this one right here. We were working on that tonight. We did an impromptu live. We didn't hear anything, Katie. So this is what I got done. So that was a lot of fun to put together. Yeah, you froze and then that was it. So we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I need to get to bed. It's way past my bedtime. I'm not sure about everybody else's, and I know that Katie was. It's like 4 hours ahead her time. So I appreciate all of you being here so much. Thank you so much for coming on here. Katie's so very sorry. Accidents happen. It's okay. The amazing night of technology. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Y'all take care. Good night. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.